Hi everyone, right, this is a fairy's kitchen so far. When I'm filming, doing it, it's not working properly, so I don't know what it is. As soon as the film runs out, it won't load up, and that happened with a parcel that I received this week. So I'm not quite sure if all my settings are right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to film it in sections as I do it. Now I've added extra bits on here. Put some shelving in, add a little tree on the outside. I have got the path, but this needs painting like I did for the witches one. This is how you do it, and then you paint it. This will all be filled with grass and moss. Underneath, let me just see. I have fixed a little shelf here. The mirror, and this has to have 2 candles on. There's a little shelf upstairs. That's going to have a bed in there and a little unit. I do have a little tiny unit in here. Let me just, I'm trying to get all the strands off. And these drawers actually do open. Let me just try and, it's really difficult, you know, really difficult. When you're doing miniatures. There, they do open. So I will be leaving them out with some socks or something hanging out of there. Because, you know, fairies have to have the socks on. Put another shelf here, as you can see. One at the top here. They've all got little plinths on underneath, so that supports them. These legs, what I'm going to do there is put some modelling paste on them just to rough them up a bit and then repaint them. You won't be able to see any of these glue bits because this is going to have like fairy lights along here. I actually textured the same as the path. I did the roof, so that's drying out at the moment. I added a piece in here. This is the piece I did. On this section I've done a bottle on a shelf with a plinth, put the barrel in, put the dish in, the big, you know, washing bowl or whatever you want to call it, a little pan. I've coloured the steps, as you can see, and I'm just going to turn this around. And this section, yeah, we've got a fairy frying eggs. She's having a breakfast. It's on like a little stove thing. I've got some bits to put underneath there, some logs. This will all have moss on, so don't worry about anything like that. Put the hooks on with the pans and all the kitchen utensils, because my fairies cook. Would you believe? The little pans here, so that's that. Just getting all the strandy bits off, I hate them. Got a little scuttle thing here. This is, I've left the jar open and put the lid on top, glued that on, because I'm going to have things in there, like, you know, bits and pieces coming out. The jars and the lids do come off. I've left them like that so that I can put things in and then glue the lids down so it looks like things are in the pans. I can't remember what this is called. One of them things that you can grind things down with. So I've got one of those in another pan here. Another container here that has liquid in for them. Cooking oil probably. This will come off so I can put things in the jar. I don't know what I'm going to put in the jar first, so I've left them like that and glued them in. Got a nice stoneware jar here, jug, and the big kettle for them. I've just added this shelf, and I might put another one here, because I don't want to waste the space that I've got. So, yeah, I think I'll put another one there. I'm going to make the sign for it. I've got to add something on here, you know, and then I've got to make what I'm going to do, sorry about that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them a little table that's going to sit here. So the table will sit here, let me just show you like that. And chairs made of twigs. Ray's just gone to get me some from the garden centre, to be honest. The ones outside are too wet, and the garden centre will sell them dry, you know, that they've been dried out. I've just got to put a hook here that's going to have a cloth hanging like a tea towel, so I'll make that. I have put a couple of hooks here. All this is going to be covered, so I'm not worried about that at all. But because my little witches cook. And I love the mirror with the the mirror, and it's going to have the candles on there. She needs a candle up there on that one for a bedroom. Like I say, I've got the bed to make, little bedside cabinet, and a rug. I'm going to have a nice fluffy rug. And some more bit, and I put maybe a couple of chairs in here. But yeah, and lots of fairy bits hanging about. You know, they need lots of things for fairies because they collect all sorts, don't they? And use everything, rather like me. So there you go. That's how it is at the moment. I'm thrilled. Absolutely thrilled with it. Not sure if I can lift it up and get a better view. Let me just have a look. Oops-a-daisy. There, in the light. How's that? Coming on, isn't it? Like that. There's lots more to go in it. I want to, you know, not overdo it, but I want to make you see what's everything that I can place in it without being over the top with it. So that's that one. Now, right next door to it, I do have the Witch's Kitchen. Complete, sort of. Here's the rack on top. I'm going to be covering this with some greenery and some lights, I think. Got some herbs and that hanging down inside. Don't know if you can see that. The light does work, so I can just plug. Let me just plug that in. Oops. Come on, Fee. See? The light does work. Like that. Which is done. Table done. Pair of shoes. Look, she's kicked them off. She's feeling rather comfy. The cat climbing up. And I've just got the spinning wheel to put in here. And the little fairy in there. And I think that's so cute. Yeah, I'm thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. So I'm chuffed to death with it, to be honest. And somebody said auction it off. If anybody's interested, but it's serious money. It really is. With the work involved and the cost of the materials and everything, even though I've made a lot of it. Look up how much miniatures are. They're expensive. Of course, I will do a great deal, but if anybody is interested in buying this, and it will definitely have to be packed extremely carefully, let me know. Yeah, I'm willing to sell. I'm also thinking of selling this one as well. So if anybody's interested, I'm sorry, it is going to be expensive, but I will, you know, do the best deal possible. Thanks for watching. Take care. Let me know if you're interested in either of them, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.